Hi Aquarius, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of September, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month it's inspired in the current Virgo season we are on. And if you'd like to know more details about it, just check in the description box below, or again, email me with your questions. If you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aquarius, there's a sense of fascination, thrill, enchantment here with mid-September, particularly around people. So either you're extremely fascinating at someone else's eyes, and there's a lot of change of perception that can have on your own sense of identity, like the way someone sees you affecting you deeply and changing perhaps, or altering here the way you have been looking at yourself for the better, in a more loving way. But it could also be that suddenly you find yourself being very fascinated by someone that might come here unexpectedly in your path. It's like, I have to say that for some Aquarius, there's a situation here where you might be in a relationship and suddenly meet someone, cross paths with someone, and be extremely fascinated or attracted by this person's looks, vibe, style of communicating. Something here really activates even a sense of connection with this person. Two of Cups. So some of you Aquarius, there's a group of Aquarius that could be seeing yourselves in situations that are a little bit complicated because it requires emotional choices. It requires for you to be mindful of the actions and the consequences that come along when we choose or not to follow our heart's desire. So there's a feeling here that some of you Aquarius might be torn, and not only necessary about romantic relationships, but you might be divided between making here a choice of heart, a choice of love, or a choice that somehow feels it would grant your future. Now, this granting of your future, for some of you, there can be material interests. For some of you, is you seeing in a long-term perspective yourself doing certain things that perhaps diverge from what you're actually attracted to do right now. So there might be, this crossroads between choosing the now and the unexpected, gifts and opportunities that the now, this moment, brought into your life that were not a part of the plan, that were not in alignment with what you were planning about your future, or investing fully in that future vision you have been working on. So for some of you, again, it's always, planning to be a teacher, and suddenly a completely different opportunity, professional opportunity, arises, and it stimulates you and it feels right, but yet it goes against what you were planning, and so it requires change, and change is scary. So you have an opportunity to change something that would most likely improve your luck, because this is the Wheel of Fortune that will put you in a different path, put you in a different cycle, put you in a brand new energy. But in order to embrace this change fully, and so that this change can offer to you, Aquarius, the best that it has to offer, you need to choose the change. It's not something that you're going to be, forced to accept. It's not like a tower energy where things just change out of your control and you're dealt with the wreckage and picking up the pieces and rebuilding something. The feeling here is an opportunity. It's, again, something that crosses your path and it's very shiny. And you will feel something strongly about this. There will be a strong heart reaction to an opportunity, to a person, to an idea, to a destination. Something will really pull, it's like it will make your heart beat again. So again, there's a lot of activity in the heart space that is making you feel, for some of you Aquarius, mid-September can make you feel at times so at odds, with yourself, because you might really feel things you never felt, desire things you never desired, want things you never wanted, So when there's that change, that it's still very much, rising in the unconscious, that we're now starting to perceive, but we're still very consciously wired to the old way. There's confusion, there's division, there's a sense of, again, not knowing where you stand with your own self. There's identity crisis many times due to this occurrences. So the message here for some of you Aquarius is that this change, whatever change is presented, it's an opportunity. You won't be forced. Either you will take it, either you will embrace it, either you will explore it, either you will try it or you won't. There's not a feeling like of a doom sentence here. But it feels like, beware that your prayers have been heard. So I keep getting like some of you Aquarius have been desiring change, but perhaps not really believing that change would manifest, or at least not the way that it will. And so when the change does present itself, you might, get frozen here and not know what to do and what to choose. What's the best, alternative here? There's a huge sense of transformation occurring in your life ahead, Aquarius, that would unite you with a significant other. So for Aquarius that have been praying to meet your soulmate, to meet your divine counterpart, to meet that person you have always, desired to find in life, this time is really reaching, it's really coming here. And be mindful that sometimes, things occur in ways that are not obvious. So this might start as an opportunity to go work somewhere, and then you move there, and then because of that job change, you end up meeting a person that if you wouldn't change to that different location or different job, you wouldn't meet. No, not always things are obvious in your face as you're just going to meet the person you're supposed to be with. You're going to, most likely some of you are going to meet the person you're supposed to be with. And it would be in a, again, unusual way, different way, unpredictable way, not something you're really, again, expecting. It's not like a planned date or someone you meet online, someone it doesn't strike that way. Someone where there's this feeling of arrangement, right? Like this arrangement to get together. It feels an encounter face to face. So something, you will see this person and this person will see you, and that click would be coming up. For those of you that are already with the person of your dreams and are in a happy relationship, this relationship just needs change. All right, there's a level of love, there's a level of fondness for each other, there's a level of, intense connection here that is real, that is true, but there might be a need to change the way you and your significant other have been relating with each other, because it feels like something is worn out, something is about repeating again the wheel, cycles, repeating lessons, repeating patterns that put this love, this is why the Two of Cups is the advice, that put this love on a constant roller coaster. It's almost like you might be in relationships where you cannot even enjoy the love even though it's there, because there's always drama, or there's always a lack of stability, or always a lack of improvement that makes it difficult, despite the fact that there's love here, to meet each other halfway and have things working positively. So for those of you that are facing relationship problems, there can be here just a need to change, something that it's almost like already rooted in the relationship that needs to be, changed. For others, Aquarius, this could also be a time where there's a feeling here of not falling into despair, because mid-September is going to teach you, there's something here about mid-September, teaching you wrong. So you might be very certain of something, and the universe comes here and it changes a little bit of the rules, and now what? There's a lot of that feeling for Aquarius in mid-September, like being caught off guard. And now what? Now what are you going to do? Which way are you going to go? Which person are you going to choose? Which, opportunity you're going to explore? Which adventure are you going to go? There's a lot of the universe holding the breath and waiting for your decision to know what comes next, to know what comes next, to know what comes ahead here. It's almost like it's really heavily dependent on a choice of heart versus a choice of mind. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.